All right, today I want to talk about why you can't fake confidence. And the reason I'm even talking about this is because I used to be the person who thought I could just appear confident. If I could just do these little things, I would suddenly be seen as confident. And the real answer is that you can't do that. Confidence comes from the inside. I used to be this shy kid. I used to be the person who wasn't very popular, who people didn't really talk to. But I wanted to be that guy. I wanted to be the guy that when I walked into the room, people just kind of like stood up and came and talked to me, started high-fiving me, give me fist bumps. But I wasn't that guy, and I thought, you know what, maybe if I, search up this quick joke, I could be the person that people want to hear. And I did that. I went on YouTube. I was like, it's embarrassing to say, but I used to go on YouTube and search, what are the best jokes for high schoolers? At the time, I was in middle school, right? I would search, what is the best jokes for high schoolers? So that I could say it at my middle school and people would be like, wow, that's such a good joke. He's so mature and stuff like that, right? And there's especially this one time, and it's so embarrassing to say this. I remember my friends were into like music, right? Music in terms of rap music. And I remember going on Google and searching up the fastest growing rap songs. I think it was like 2018, something like that, 2017. Fastest growing rap songs 2017. And I remember I just found like one that was apparently like growing very quickly, right, on Google. And I remember being at school and I told my friends, hey, have you heard of this song? And it was like, I can't even remember what it was called. It was like The Lamp in the Closet or something like that, right? It was some random song. No one had ever heard about it. And I thought it was like this cool song because personally I didn't listen to music. So I was like, you know what? I got to search up, these cool rap songs and maybe they'll be like, oh, shoot, I would listen to that song. They had never even heard of that song. And I ended up just looking like a fool. Throughout my life, I just thought that you could just appear confident, say these little things, people will find you confident. That's not the truth. The real thing is that confidence comes from the inside, and you can't just fake it. You can't just put up a facade and be confident. It comes from really changing who you are on the inside. Now, to change yourself on the inside, you got to be focused on your progress and not the results. And I'm not trying to be like wishy-washy. Oh, it doesn't matter about all the results. It doesn't matter. I've been on both sides of like that discussion. Like I hear what people who are just about grind. I understand that mentality. Like if I just say, oh yeah, don't focus on the results, it's easy to just think about that in the way like, oh yeah, so just might as well not even try because like the results don't really matter, right? So I don't really need to try. That's not what I'm saying. I've been on the side where it's also like, oh yeah, you need to grind, you need to have these results because, saying that the results don't matter, that's just a cope. That's just a cope, right? You got to work hard every single day, have these crazy expectations. But the thing is, when you have crazy expectations that you don't meet, you lose that motivation, you lose that drive, and then you lose the reason for why you're doing something. So what I propose is not some wishy-washy, oh, don't care about the results. I'm saying, don't care about the results, care about the progress, but in the way that you work hard every single day. Push yourself to your absolute limits every single day. I'm not saying use it as a cope and be like, oh yeah, the results don't matter, so it's okay if I just take a lazy day today. No, work hard every single day. Make yourself proud. Make the future version of you be able to look back on you and genuinely be like, I'm proud of you. Thank you for doing that. Don't be caught up in thinking, I have to have these extreme expectations. I have to have these extreme goals. It only matters about the results. I've been there. I've been that person. And honestly, like I can even tell you the story about this channel actually. So back in the summer, I was posting almost every day and I really enjoyed it. I really enjoy posting every day. And you can see like the topics were random. It wasn't like a set thing. I was talking about different things every time. But the thing is, I got so focused on, oh yeah, did that video do good? Did that video do good? And I was looking at the views, refreshing it, seeing the metrics and everything. And the thing is, you can see I stopped posting as often. And I'm going to be 100% transparent. It's because I lost the reasons for why I was doing it in the first place. I got so focused on, oh yeah, did it do good? Did it do good? Are the metrics looking good? When it was more about the authenticity. Like the reason I started the channel was I had three main reasons. Number one is to genuinely help people, genuinely help the people who are the younger version of me, right? That's the first point. That's the first reason why I even started this channel, is to help the people who are like me, to help a younger version of me. Number two, it was so that I could record my thoughts in like a video format. Obviously I journal, right? Obviously I have a diary. I record everything. But I wanted to have somewhere where I could look back on and see the way that I move, see the way that I talk, see the way that I thought about the world, and from like a video standpoint. And then the third reason was success through authenticity. I think that's going to be so big. I think in the scheme of like personal brands and YouTube and social media in total, I think the most important thing in the future, I think we've all gotten like bored of like the mind numbing, oh, edits here, edits here, edits here. And I think that my hypothesis is that what's really going to take off is personal branding, genuinely being authentic. And that was why I started the channel. I was like, this is going to be somewhere that I can have long-term success, because I really believe that authenticity will be valued in the future. And I knew that. But the thing is, I got so focused on, oh, did this video do good, that I lost the drive to actually make the video. I lost the reason for, oh yeah, I need to make a video that is valuable to someone who is at a place where I used to be. I forgot that I need to make a video just because it is a record of myself. It doesn't have to be the perfect video. I just have to make a video that is authentic, not about, oh yeah, it's just the best thumbnail, it's the best whatever, right? It's the best script, I gotta make it perfect. Like that's not what it was about for me. And I lost that why. That's why I don't agree anymore with the, oh yeah, set expectations, don't care about, like just care about the results, set these crazy goals, and if you don't set those goals, punish yourself. Because I'm not gonna lie, sometimes you don't hit those goals. Sometimes you have expectations for your results and you don't hit that, even if you try very hard. And then you just become demotivated and you lose the whole thing, you burn out. So then what happens, right? So what I'm saying is, don't care about your results. Don't care about, the physical manifestations of it. Care about the everyday progress and work very hard. It's not an excuse for like, oh yeah, I could just take it easy, right? No. Work hard. Make yourself proud every single day. But don't care about the actual, how other people take it. And obviously you can apply this to people as well. It's not just like, metrics on a business, right? It's also people. Like, just because someone doesn't like you doesn't mean that you didn't do good by improving your social skills. You shouldn't be thinking, oh, did this person like me? Did this person like me? Because if that's like your measurement of how you're doing in social skills, right? If your metric is, oh, did the people like me? Then you get so caught up in, oh, did people like me? Did people like me? Did people like me? That you forget to be the person that they would have liked anyway. You forget to be the person that is valued. You focus so much on, oh, did they like me? Did they like me? Did they like me? That you forget what actually got you there in the first place, right? The progress is what matters. The movement, what you're doing is what matters, It's not about, oh, the result that comes from it, Focus on yourself, see yourself in the progress, not the actual result. All right, now to actually improve your self-image, I think there are a couple of things that you can do that were so beneficial for me. And the first one, I think you can look back on my videos, it's building a body. That's 100% the greatest thing I did for myself. It's what got me to the place that I am. If I had not built that body, nothing else would have came from it. I would have never tried, entrepreneurship. I've never, even been interested in that. To get into this space at all, I think what's really important is to have a body that you're genuinely proud of, because it's a big thing in your life. I mean, especially as young guys, it determines, number one, how you look at yourself in the mirror. It changes a lot. I mean, if even your face changes when you work out, right? But also, it's a huge factor in if people see you as attractive or not. And as I know, I just said, don't focus on the results, but it is genuinely motivating to know that people are genuinely attracted by you, and to know that you are, attractive. It's important that you look good for yourself and for other people. It's important that you are healthy. It's important that you have high testosterone. It's important that your hormones are optimized and stuff, So I would recommend, if you're just starting, if you're a guy like me who didn't have the opportunity to go drive to the gym or something, start with calisthenics. Start with home workouts. Start with rings. That's what I did. Have something like that where you don't have to go anywhere. You can just do it from home. You can just do it from your backyard. And you can still build an insane physique. That's what I did. I think I have a really beautiful physique. I love where I am right now. I don't feel like I need to go too much more anyway. I don't need to be this huge guy, right? I don't need to be a huge bodybuilder. I prefer the athletic physique anyway. So yeah, calisthenics, if you're not someone who has the time to go to the gym or the money, right? Okay, and then, so after body comes capability. Now, I know this is very broad, but basically the basic gist of it is like, you need to become formidable. You need to have the ability to cause harm and choose not to. Back when I was younger, I used to be like, oh yeah, I'm just this quiet guy. It's like, no. Or like, I used to be like, oh, I'm just this nice guy. And I'm like, no, you're not just this nice guy. Because nice and good and those kind of words mean that if you could have the capability to be mean, you have the capability to do harm, but you choose not to. I didn't have the capability to do harm. I didn't have the capability to actually be mean. I didn't have the balls to even stand up to anybody. And that's why I was nice. I was not nice because I chose to be nice. I was nice because I was just a pushover. You have to have the capability to do things and then choose to be the good version of that. You have to have the capability to destroy people in combat. You have to be strong and then choose not to hurt people. You don't get to be like this reserved guy. You don't get to be this laid back guy who's very chill, who's kind of quiet, right? You don't get to be that person unless you can actually talk to people, if you actually have the ability to be charismatic. If you don't have the ability to be charismatic, you're just antisocial. All right? You're not just this guy who's laid back and chill. You're just antisocial. You just can't talk to people. All right? So you have to develop this mindset of consistently being able to do things, having a business, having something that you're working towards, having goals, having the ability to actually cause change in the world, and then choose to use that for good. If you just don't cause any bad in the world, if you don't cause any harm, that doesn't mean anything. Really doesn't mean anything. You're just harmless. Don't be that person. Be the person who can do something and chooses to do good. All right, and the next factor for your self-respect is the way that you're able to be charismatic, or your self-image. If you're a charismatic person, I promise your self-image will go up. So charisma, I really think it comes from presence, power, and warmth. Those three concepts, if you can master that, everything will just fall into place. Presence means, are you able to genuinely ask the question, what does the other person need right now? If you're able to ask that question, I promise you'll never be weird again. Like, so many people who are just weird and creepy, like, the reason you're creepy and stuff is because you can't just sit there and think about, like, what does the other person need? Like, stop thinking about, oh, does this person like me? Does the person like me? No. Think about, how can I help this person? How can I be their solution? Think about, how can I be the person that they need to talk to, right? How can I be the person that they can tell their problems, and I'll just sit there and just listen for them? Now, the second part is power. Power means, are you capable of anything? This is literally just, are you formidable or not? Are you formidable? And a great way to display this, obviously you need to be formidable, as I said before. You need to have capability. But also, you need to have the body language that displays that you're not, just afraid. You're not a small person. You need to be able to take up space. You need to be able to move your arms. So many people who are not charismatic will just have their arms stuck to their side like this and won't actually, like, they don't move their arms, and it just looks antisocial. I'm not gonna lie. So you want to be free with yourself. Don't be restraining yourself. That's what power means. And then warmth is, how are you genuinely being a good person? Are you genuinely thinking about the other person? It kind of sounds like presence as well, but presence is more like, are you there to hear them? And then warmth is, are you offering them compliments? Are you giving them a better sense of who they are? Now, the most important pillar of self-respect is holding by your values. And I've said this so many times, but it's really the truth. There is nothing that tells you that you're the man more than just having honor. Like, it's not worth it to, make a lot of money but be ashamed that you're doing it. Like, do it in a way that you're ashamed of doing it. Or to, do anything that makes you ashamed of who you are. It's not worth it. It's really not worth it. Because, like, in the end, the goal is to have honor. The goal is to be respected. The goal is to leave a legacy that is worth remembering. So you want to have your values set in stone. When you say something, make that iron. Your word is iron. It's bondage. Whatever you say, you're gonna go through with it. Whatever you say, it's the truth. That's how it is, period. You don't wanna boast. You wanna be humble. Always focus on being kind, on being humble, and being gentle. Be ruthless. Be working so hard on yourself. Be setting extreme deadlines and pushing yourself more than anybody else. And then just be patient with others. It really tells you that you have values for who you're gonna be, and it's okay if other people don't match up to those values. You let them be. You forgive them. That's okay, right? Always focus on providing for other people. Focus on being the person that other people need, being honorable, being the person that, is worthy of respect. You can't expect other people to respect you if you don't even respect yourself. Just think, what is the honorable thing to do? What is the thing that my higher version would genuinely be proud of me for doing? That's the thing that you should always choose. Always choose the right thing to do, regardless of if it's difficult, regardless of if you have to sacrifice anything. Choose the right thing every single time. So yeah, try all these things. I hope you actually find a way to be confident in yourself. This is exactly the kind of advice that I would have given to my younger self. He just thought he could appear confident. He could, find a rapper that sounded cool and then show that to his friends and people would respect him. That's not the truth. And so improve your self-image. Be the person who has a good body, who has the capability to do things and is charismatic, and then obviously hold by your values all the time. Have your values set in stone. I hope you got something from this video. Go out and conquer.